You know, Rachel, I feel truly blessed to do what I do for a living.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, not many people have that opportunity to actually love what they do.
I think that's true.
So you're really lucky.
Yes, I do count my blessings.
What do you do, by the way, specifically?
I can't tell you because I'd have to kill you. No, I'm not a secret agent. No, I'm a freelancer, so I do lots of different things. I guess you could say I'm a jack of all trades.
Oh, you're like a Renaissance man.
Yeah,
you can do anything and everything.
Yeah, everything to a certain degree, but not an expert in anything, maybe.
Sometimes that's better, I feel like. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. I got fingers in lots of different pies.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you like your colleagues?
Some of them.
Okay.
You know, I think like in any walk of life, you like some people, you don't like some people. But I'm fortunate enough that I don't spend too long in any one place.
Wow.
So if I don't like someone, I can just go to a different job or something like that.
You're super lucky.
Yeah. How about you? Do you like what you do?
I do like what I do. You know, I worked as a news anchor at a radio station.
Oh, wow.
And I absolutely loved it because basically I was getting paid to learn. It's to put it simply, right? Because I was reading about the news, current events, and I was learning about the world while I was getting paid to do it.
That's true. Everyone reads the news anyway.
Exactly.
You get paid to do it.
Yeah.
You're a genius.
Oh, thank you. No, so I did a lot of like editing and also translating. And which helped me a lot because I was doing domestic news, so Korean into English translation. So I learned a lot in that sense too.
That's interesting. I don't think there are too many people who are like us. Maybe people watching this will be saying, I hate my job.
Oh, no.
But just stick with it and something will come of it, right?
Yes, exactly. You make it what it is.
There you go.
Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you understood a bit more of the conversation. Now remember, what did Peter say in the beginning? He said, I feel truly blessed. That's right, he said, I feel truly blessed, as he was talking about his work, right? What he does for a living. Now, blessed in that case, once again, means to feel lucky. I am blessed. I feel blessed. I am lucky, I feel lucky. But in this case, to count one's blessings, remember? Okay. Now, basically, if you count your blessings, you are thinking about the good things in life and not worrying about the not so good things in life, okay? Focusing more on the positive than the negative. So you can say, for example, there was a pay cut. Ooh, okay, there was a pay cut, but I'm counting my blessings for not getting fired. So for example, if there was a cut in pay or in your salary, so you're getting paid less, but if you feel lucky to still have a job, you can say there was a pay cut, so I'm getting paid less, but I feel blessed. Okay, I'm counting my blessings for not getting fired. Hope this doesn't happen, but yeah, here is an example. And then moving on to stick with someone or something. Remember, stick with something means to continue to do it, right? Not make any changes. You can even say stick with a person. So for example, you can tell your friend, hey, you know, just stick with me. Just stick with me. Just stick with me. You won't regret it. Stick with me meaning continue to do what it is with me, stay by my side, and you will not regret it. Okay? Another one, I think you should stick with your job. It's what you do best. So here in this case, stick with someone's job means do not quit your job. Keep your job. Continue to do it because it's what you do best. You're wonderful at your job, so don't quit your job. Stick with your job. Okay? Okay, let's take a look at, one last one. Come out of something. It does not mean to go outside. Now, come out of something means result. We're talking about what will happen as a result. It's used in many, many ways, but especially in a positive way. So you can say, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So think positive. And I feel that some good will come out of all of this. So at times when there are difficulties, you can say, you know, everything happens for a reason, and I feel some good will come out of it. Some good will result from it. Some good will happen as a result. So keep in mind, come out of something means to result in something. Okay, that is it, everyone. Let's now take you to our next segment. It's time for Actual Story.
As a writer, author, and occasional entrepreneur, I've been very lucky in my career and have quite enjoyed the different things that happen each week, the different turns I take, and the different projects I get to work on. Everything from working on things for the Korean government to help them improve their international relations, or to do things for some large companies. The projects can be very exciting. I also have a lot of free time, so I get to spend more time with my family than people with normal jobs. So that's been very rewarding. And you know, I think as an author of books, it's a very time-consuming process. So having the free time from other projects occasionally to do that is very nice. I try to do new and interesting things as much as possible. So I look forward to creating new things and new ideas. I've got many new books for children in the works, and hopefully I'll get those done in the coming months and years. That's about it.
And that was Peter once again, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the actual story. So what we did was we asked Peter to tell us all about the work he does, his job, okay, what he does for a living, and we asked him to give us some details. Now, he seems to be a very happy person as well. So Peter in our actual talk, Rachel, and even Peter in today's actual story, they all are very, very lucky people because they love what they do for a living. They love their jobs. Now, what did Peter say? Basically, he says that he does a lot of different things. He's a writer, he's an author, occasional entrepreneur, which means, I guess, a businessman. So he's a very, very busy guy. But not only is he busy working, he's also busy, that's right, spending time with his family. Okay, let's take a look at what he mentioned in today's actual story. He says, I've been very lucky in my career. You know, this is very similar to what we talked about in today's actual talk. Now, Peter, the other Peter, he did mention that he feels blessed. He feels truly blessed to do what he does. This is another way of saying, I feel very happy. I feel lucky. I've been very lucky in so-and-so. We'll take a look at that pattern in just a bit. And he says, I've enjoyed the different things that happen each week. So I guess he is a freelancer as well. So everything that happens each week is very, very enjoyable. And he talks about the different turns he takes. So what does turn in this case mean? Okay, he says, the different turns I take. Now, when we drive, we take turns, right? But that's not the turn we're talking about. In this case, he's talking about the changes that occur each and every week. The interesting changes, opportunities perhaps. And then he says, yeah, he gets to work on different projects. I get to work on different projects, and that's what he enjoys as well. Now, another pattern we're going to go over is everything from, now this is where he gets to the details, working, okay, to helping so-and-so, or doing things for some large companies. And then he ends up by saying the projects can be very exciting. Now, if you look at this, it's a very, very long sentence because he's mentioned many things, but just pay attention to everything from, to, so-and-so, okay? To help you better understand this, let's take you straight to the patterns. So, everything from verb, ing form, to verb, ing form, makes my job enjoyable, exciting, incredible, wonderful. So add that adjective. Some examples. Everything from planning to creating designs makes my job interesting. Okay? Remember this pattern. It's very, very useful. Another one. Everything from traveling to meeting new people makes my job exciting. Okay? So keep the pattern. Everything from A to B to C to D, you could make it longer. Makes my job enjoyable, exciting, interesting. Okay? All right. Here's another example. Everything from A to B makes my job adjective. Another example is everything from my colleagues. Now in this case, we're not talking about a verb. No, okay? We are talking about a noun. That's right. So now you're focusing on your colleagues, okay? My colleagues to the work environment makes my job fun, okay? So everything from the people I work with, everything from the company makes my job all the more enjoyable. Okay. All right, let's see. We've got one more. Let's check it out. Be lucky in one's blank noun. Let's quickly take a look at it. I've been lucky in my career. Remember, this is exactly what Peter said, with so many wonderful opportunities to grow. So if you want to mention that you are so lucky to do what you do, you can say, I have been lucky in my career. What about in life? I've been lucky in my life, and add the details. You can say, I've met the most incredible people. And that's why I live such a wonderful life. So once again, I've been lucky in my career because, and then add the reasons. Or you can say, I've been lucky in my life because I've married the most wonderful woman on earth. I've met the most wonderful husband on earth. Okay, so you can change that around, but keep in mind, be lucky in one's career or in one's life. That brings us to an end to today's actual story, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and that's a wrap.
As a writer, author, and occasional entrepreneur, I've been very lucky in my career and have quite enjoyed the different things that happen each week, the different turns I take, and the different projects I get to work on. Everything from working on things for the Korean government to help them improve their international relations, or to do things for some large companies. The projects can be very exciting. I also have a lot of free time, so I get to spend more time with my family than people with normal jobs. So that's been very rewarding. And you know, I think as an author of books, it's a very time-consuming process. So having the free time from other projects occasionally to do that is very nice. I try to do new and interesting things as much as possible. So I look forward to creating new things and new ideas. I've got many new books for children in the works, and hopefully I'll get those done in the coming months and years. That's about it.
Well, everyone, time flew by very quickly, and I'm only hoping that you really enjoyed today's lesson. Today we talked about occupation. In other words, the work you do, your job, what you do for a living. Now, the idea is try to use different words and phrases the next time you talk about your occupation. Don't just talk about, oh, I work for a company. I work for this company for many years. I enjoy what I do. It's too boring, right? It's too dry. So try and make it much more interesting by expressing how you feel about your job, whether you're happy with your job or not so happy, but of course focus more on the good things, positive. And I think it was a wonderful opportunity for us to actually listen to the stories of people that are very happy to have their jobs. The two, Peter's and also Rachel, they really enjoy what they do for a living. And I think that is super, super wonderful. They are lucky people. Now, just in case you're not so happy about your job, remember we learned this expression, count your blessings, meaning, focus on the good things and not the negative. Good things will happen. Good will come out of everything. So keep that in mind. Now, the next time you talk about your job, don't just focus on, that's right, as I did mention, the dry things, but add the details. Make it fun and interesting, especially if you are planning to do an interview in English, all right? Okay, well, similarly, in Lesson 4, I'll be back with another interesting topic, a very simple topic. We'll be talking about age, how old you are. Now, don't worry too much because we are not only going to talk about I am 20 years old, I am 34 years old, and so on. We'll also talk about the details you can mention the next time you talk about your age, okay? So please do tune in for Lesson 4 next time. In the meantime, what you can do is come on over to our homepage, find your way over to www.ebse.co.kr and leave us some messages, comments, questions, or even some feedback. Your feedback is very important to us, okay? All right, everyone, that is a wrap for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.